It is well known that Eddie Howe's Newcastle United is one of the Premier League's most formidable and hard-working teams, combining tactical intelligence with relentless pressing. Newcastle's aggressive approach off the ball and fluid attacking play have redefined the club's identity. The manager's emphasis on team cohesion, work rate, and defensive resilience has transformed Newcastle into a side capable of competing with the Premier League's elites. Here is how you can replicate Newcastle United's tactics in FC25. Eddie Howe has looked to consistently set up Newcastle United in a 4-3-3 formation this season, a system in which his players tend to thrive in, whilst also adapting seamlessly into their roles. This formation has been effective with Newcastle's style of play, allowing for tactical flexibility to occur when approaching various opposition teams. The side can shift into a back three when in possession, which can enhance the attacking structure, helping break down the defensive setups of the opposition. The ability to transition between formations has been key to Newcastle's tactical versatility, providing Howe's side with the necessary unpredictability to outwit the opposition and maintain a balance in their tactical setup. Newcastle United and Eddie Howe have refined a dynamic build-up style that prioritizes quick transitions into attack, that will look to leverage the team's pace and versatility. A key element to this approach is their ability to strike quickly on the counter, with players like Alexander Isak and Anthony Gordon making penetrating runs into the open space. These two are specifically effective in breaking through the opposition lines, often receiving long balls over the top or into the channels, allowing Newcastle to exploit the gaps in defense. This method of bypassing the midfield helps the team create fast, incisive attacks that can be very difficult to defend against, especially with the way that Newcastle United look to execute their attacks on the break with pace and precision. Although the team are capable of playing out from the back with short controlled passing through the likes of Fabian Schär and Bruno Guimaraes, however they frequently opt for a more direct style when it suits them. This tactical adaptability ensures that the team can switch from a patient build-up to an offensive outburst that can lead to quick transitions on the break. Newcastle United's balance between structured possession play and fast direct attacks ensures that they remain dangerous and unpredictable. With Isak and Gordon leading the charge, Newcastle can stretch defenses, create overloads, and open up space in the final third, making them highly effective at breaking down even the most organized defensive units. This ability to seamlessly blend between slower possession and explosive attacking transitions makes Newcastle United one of the most dangerous sides in the Premier League on their day. Defensively, Eddie Howe's side are well organized, operating with a mid-block that keeps their shape compact and hard to break down. The team's line height should be set to 50, ensuring that Newcastle United can maintain their defensive compactness at times, but also allowing for flexibility to occur where the side can also aggressively press higher up the pitch. This dual approach enables Newcastle to drop deep, absorb pressure and defend in numbers, or to push higher up the pitch to press their opponents and win the ball in more advanced areas. When pressing high, they look to create turnovers that can quickly lead to dangerous counterattacks, making their defensive structure a vital component to their attacking transitions. Central to Newcastle United's defensive strategy is to try and congest the middle zones, where the team will look to set up pressing traps to force the opposition into the less threatening wide positions. In these situations, Newcastle's physical players such as Joelinton, Dan Burn, and Fabian Schär excel in dealing with the aerial crosses into the box, consistently winning the duels and clearing the ball effectively. Their ability to limit central penetration and force teams to rely on crossing into the box plays into the strengths of Newcastle United, as they possess a well-organized backline that is capable of dealing with any aerial threats. This combination of tactical discipline and individual defensive prowess ensures the team can withstand attacking pressure and quickly turn defense into attack once they've regained possession. Eddie Howe's side have mastered the approach of maintaining a solid defensive unit whilst posing as a consistent threat on the break, effectively making Newcastle United a very tough side to break down, as the opposition teams don't want to commit too many players forward to try and attack them. As we take a look at the individual player roles, we'll start off at the back with Nick Pope, who will have the role of a defensively focused goalkeeper for Newcastle that is well known for his excellent shot-stopping ability. Standing at 6'7", his towering presence makes him an imposing figure in goal, often pulling off crucial saves to keep his team in the game. Pope's tendencies to play long balls forward when under pressure allows Newcastle to bypass the opposition's press, giving the team a quick route into transitions. Unlike modern goalkeepers who venture off their line, Pope prefers to stay back, focusing on positioning and reflexes to make the decisive saves. As we take a step forward into our backline, Dan Burn will be positioned as the left-sided centre-back, whose primary role in the backline is all about maintaining defensive stability. His physicality and height make him a dominant force in aerial duels, often clearing crosses with ease. Burn's defensive discipline, helps anchor the back line, and his no-nonsense approach ensures that the team remains solid against high balls into the box. Though not as involved in the builder play as Shaw, Burn provides a steady and reliable presence, especially when dealing with tricky opposition forwards. And speaking of the Swiss defender, Shaw will look to operate as the predominant ball-playing centre-back of the two, where he'll be looking to add a progressive element to Newcastle's defence. Shaw is not only adept at winning defensive duels, but also at driving forward with the ball, often helping Newcastle transition from defence to attack. His ability to deliver accurate long passes into the forward line makes him crucial to Eddie Howe's system, as he can bypass the midfield and exploit the space behind the opposition's defense. In addition to his distribution, Shaw can contribute offensively by pushing forward, sometimes even taking shots from distance when given the chance. As for Tino Livramento, he'll maintain the role of balanced wingback, allowing him to contribute both offensively and defensively. His pace allows him to track back and cover dangerous opposition wingers, while his stamina enables him to surge forward and support attacks. Livramento frequently overlaps the right winger, providing width and delivering dangerous crosses into the box. His defensive duties are equally vital, as he uses his athleticism and positioning to neutralize threats down his side of the pitch. Onto the opposite flank, and Lewis Hall will maintain the role of fullback with a balanced approach, allowing for him to have a slightly more reserved attacking role in the side. Often the fullback will look to tuck inside and formulate a back three when Newcastle is in possession. This tactical flexibility allows the team to maintain defensive stability while pushing other players forward. Despite his defensive duties, he is well capable of providing offensive support when the opportunities arise, advancing down the left flank and delivering crosses or contributing to passing moves in the final third. Lewis Hall's presence helps Newcastle maintain balance, offering both defensive cover and having the ability to join in attacks and create successful overloads down the left-hand space. Bruno Guimaraes is the heartbeat of Newcastle's midfield, and he will be playing as a deep-lying playmaker that focuses on build-up play. His vision and technical ability allow him to dictate the tempo of the game, linking defense to attack with precise passes, whether dropping deep to help the team play out from the back or positioning himself higher up to support the attacking moves. Bruno G's versatility makes him one of the most important players in the squad. Defensively, he is equally adept at breaking up the opposition attacks, making him a complete midfielder who excels in all phases of play. As for the two number 8s in the team, Joelinton and Longstaff will serve as box-to-box balanced midfielders, who will successfully contribute in both the offensive and defensive phases of play. Joelinton, with his physicality and work rate, helps break up play and regain possession, while also being a presence in the final third, often pushing forward to support the attack. Longstaff also covers significant ground, helping to disrupt opposition attacks and dropping deep to shield the backline when necessary. Both players are capable of making late runs into the box, creating overloads and supporting Newcastle's attacking movements by offering options in and around the penalty area. Jacob Murphy takes on a balanced winger role down the right flank, which often looks to combine work rates with attacking intent. His ability to track back and support Tino Livramento defensively ensures Newcastle maintains a balance down the right side of the pitch. Offensively, Murphy is an outlet for the team, using his pace and positioning to get into dangerous areas where he can deliver crosses or create chances for his teammates. His versatility allows him to contribute across the pitch, making him a key component to Eddie Howe's system. Anthony Gordon plays as an inside forward from the left wing position, where he'll look to use his pace and intelligence to try and exploit and expose the opposition. Gordon's role allows him to cut inside from the wide areas, making dangerous runs in behind the defense, while also offering creativity and delivering precise crosses into the box. His ability to roam and find pockets of space makes him a difficult man to mark, and of course his directness adds a potent attacking threat to Newcastle's style of play. The Englishman's speed in transition makes him a key outlet for counter-attacks, often catching the opposition backline off guard. And lastly will be Alexander Isak, who will be deployed as a poacher up front. The tall Swede will look to lead Newcastle United's front line, utilizing his intelligence to find space and finish off attacking movements. Isak's intelligence in making runs behind the defense creates opportunities for himself and others, often dragging defenders out of position to open up space for the wingers or potentially the midfielders. His link-up play is also vital to Newcastle's build-up success, as he can hold up the ball and involve others in the attacking movements. The striker's presence in the box is a consistent threat, with his movements and finishing making him Newcastle's go-to player when it comes to converting chances into goals. When the team has the ball, a lopsided back three of Hall, Burn and Shaw will formulate. These three defenders are all defensively sound and capable of progressing the ball under pressure. Hall and Shaw in particular are key to the team's build-up, playing line-breaking passes forward and even joining attacks when the opportunities arise. The midfield trio led by Bruno Guimaraes controls the central zones, with Joelinton and Longstaff adding energy both in defensive and offensive actions. On the right, Livramento and Murphy often combine to overload the opposition, while the attacking focus remains on the left with Gordon and up front with Isak, who will look to drive the team forward, whether it's on the counter or in sustained possession. Their interplayer know-how of finding space in behind the opposition's back line make them central in Newcastle's attacking strategy. As for the team assignments, Bruno Guimaraes will be the team captain, but if unavailable, the club captain is Lascelles, followed on by Trippier or Dan Burn. The free kick responsibilities will be taken by either Gordon, Trippier, Shaw, Isak or Tonali, with Trippier, Hall, Gordon and Tonali being responsible for the corner situations. As for the penalties, they will be handled by either Isak, Gordon or Wilson. And finally, Shaw will be the target from those corner situations, with Jolinton making the near post runs and Alexander Isak being positioned at the back post for potential tap-ins. And there we go, people. That is how I would successfully go ahead and replicate and recreate Eddie Howe's Newcastle United tactics for FC25. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind smashing that like button down below, whilst also subscribing, that would mean the absolute most to me personally. As well as if you would like to join up with the Brom Squad Gaming Discord server, the link for that will be down below in the description. Go ahead, click on that and join up with the Discord, where we have all types of different footballing chats and conversations. Anyways, until the next time, until the next one, I hope you have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.